Hey Ferg, how are you? Hey, what's up you guys? It's March already. And I'm practicing here with a little video. I got videos now I can put in here. That's right, FJB Turbo. FJB. Alright, let me try this again. There we go. This is some dude I met in DC. Hi, Ferg. Hello, Chorus Tuner. All right, check it out. Learning something new. I learned that today. I got a couple memes I'm just gonna try to share here real quick, and then we'll get started. Haven't done a J6 update in 2 days, so had a couple crazy days though at Freedom Corner. Hi, Cleo. Cleo, I haven't been into the news at all today, so I don't have any report on Miller yet. Yeah, Turbo, wouldn't it be cool? I grew up in Chicago, man. All the cops used to drive those three-wheel Harleys. I always thought that would be the coolest, like, cross-country camping motorcycle. Hey, Boomer. What's up, Alaska? We'll just put a couple of these in here. I don't care who you are. Nobody has 56 friends who committed suicide. She does. Yeah, man, the nutbags were at the corner last night. It's just crazy over and over there with those people. Hi, Docs and Grandma. Yeah, Docs and Grandma. It's getting crazy everywhere. I'm hearing, man. I just saw a news article about some guy that, some young girl pulled into his driveway looking for a party, and he shot her to death. He just got sentenced, though, to like 25 years in prison and 25 years to life. There was a couple of critters there last night, Boomer. I think there was 3 of them. So I thought they were doing a really good job with the live streamers and the sound. I was clicking between Rebecca, Sherry, and Trooper, and J6 Vigils channel. And they're doing a really good job of cutting out all that noise and getting the phone calls out through us. Cleo, it might take a day or two till that news gets out. Right at the end of the day yesterday, I got to watch Robert Barnes talk to a couple different reporters. So I think it's going to take a little while to digest all that, and the judge was delaying his decision on it. Yeah, sorry I showed you that too long. Let's get her face off of there. You can only take so much of that. Ah, she's back. All right, here's another one. So I didn't know I could drag in little videos here. That opens up a whole new realm. Here we got the Barack. If you see something suspicious, speak up. Well, that's what Edward Snowden did. And where's he now? He's exiled in Russia. Hi, crying in the dark, hello. Hello, Lacey McNeely. Okay, so they did release some of the videos, but Stephen Baker was supposed to turn himself in. He works for the Blaze. Curdled pudding. Yeah, she does look like curdled pudding. Can we get another 100 billion? Anytime, Jack. Can you stop taxing and inflating me to death? Not a chance. Where are we at today? 1,150 of Clown World. FJB Clown World. Okay, I'm getting the hang of this. Thanks for bearing with me here. There's a lot to learn. The bread and circuses. Beer and football. Pay no attention to the world you're leaving your children. Oh, okay, Net Park. I'll check into that. I didn't check my emails since this morning. Turbo. Biden doodled around at the border, and Trump even had illegal aliens across the river yelling Trump. I saw that. That was the coolest thing in the world. Even they know who the president is. Lou. Poo-Poo Joe. Poo-Poo Joe has got to go. Oh, that's funny. All right, one more. We got to let's remember more about lock her up Hillary Clinton. Reminder, this building in Oklahoma City was blown up and destroyed just 4 days before Hillary Clinton was to be indicted in the Whitewater scandal. And all the documents were lost. Huh. How about that? Remember? Yeah, you notice when Biden was walking around there, everybody's walking in slow motion to try to make it look like Joe's quick or something. He just slows a room down when that guy walks in. Everybody just starts moving slow. And then he had that guide woman, the woman that guided him around in the press conference and like stood in the way so he couldn't like almost get away. She was like herding him. Pathetic. Oh, Turbo lived in Arkansas when they were in, what was he, governor down there, right? And I remember when Bill Clinton became president, Hillary was like the first lady that kind of thought she was president. Usually the first ladies would help out on a side project for the president. But Hillary wanted to reform health care. And Bill was the president, not Hillary. She tried to reform health care for years, man. Us old guys are the only ones that remember this stuff, so just trying to pass it on down. Make a permanent record of it. FJB thought he was at Borders bookstore. He was looking for the coffee shop because he was falling asleep. Biden is like Tim Conway when he played the little shuffling man on Carol Burnett. Exactly, Turbo. dead ringer for Tim Conway. Oh, I didn't realize Bill Clinton won 2 elections down there. He was governor, and then he was beaten by Frank White, and then you guys, or Arkansas, put him back in. It must have been when they just started rigging the elections and stuff. Yeah, good question, Boomer. Why is she still breathing our air? All right, Angela, yes, I'm hearing things too, rumblings about this 1512 case. But we got to get through all the false flags, man. All the illegals committing heinous crimes on the public of America. Hi there, Marlene McCrae. Welcome. Oh man, Turbo. All right, let's get her hideous face off of here. Oh man, her face makes it onto all these weird lists, man. There you go, the Charles Manson stare. Here we got Pencil Neck and Hillary, AOC. They all got the same look, man. I hope we have good news on the J6ers real soon, man. Yeah, so Turbo, if they were finding dresses all over the place in Arkansas, that would have mean that Bill Clinton was a controlled man, wouldn't it? They could get away with anything with that guy in there. They had a lot of dirt on him. Angela, thank you. Daily reminder, God has got this. All right. First thing he did as Arkansas governor was, the first time, was raise the car license up double. Yeah, they're good at that, aren't they? Oh, Boomer, I don't have any cute puppy pictures. I could probably dig one out of my files, but there are only 2 kinds of people now, those who support the system and those who don't. Oh, you grew up in the hot springs there, Turbo. Okay. Even found a stained Speedo there. LGBTQ. Let's get Brandon to quit. Yeah, I totally support LGBFJB. That was your own Speedo, Marlene says. Hi, Carol Burton. We're just messing around a little bit here. All right, let me try one more time. We'll get this biker dude in here. This guy was cool, man. I hung out with him for like a half hour. And that is a sweet ride. Yeah, FUBAR. You're FUBAR for the LGBTQ. I know I wrote this guy's name down somewhere, but I can't remember. I don't have that piece of paper right in front of me right now. How you doing, Patriots? We got a good wind here for waving that flag. I love it. Love it. So we're going to cover the vigil number 577 and vigil number 578 here. 577 was a rowdy night, man. It was windy down there at Freedom Corner. So they've had 2 nights of just unbelievable circumstances to deal with. The Freedom Corner Patriots down there, man. And the first night they had like this real windy wind there. It was raining, so they had to set the canopies up. And they were down to the skeleton crew, man. I think there was only like 6 or 7 there that night. So you got to hold the canopies down so they don't blow over, or else the canopies get trashed, man. And they were holding them down. They got through phone call with Taylor. Dwight prayed. But Dwight they couldn't gather together to pray that night. So Dwight just prayed holding the one corner down. Sherry was holding the other corner down, streaming from there. Roger was probably on the other corner, holding that corner down, and Nicole, so they couldn't like gather to pray. So man, there's another one for the record books right there. Let's see, Taylor Jonatakis, another cerebral conversation about these guards that are working in the prison and stuff. Guards that he's encountering that got these lapel pins with the American flag on it. And they don't realize it, but the thing's hanging upside down, because they're probably work visa workers there. And then he was talking about D.C. as a federal city, which makes it different than other cities. All kinds of this different law. Is it lawful? Is it legal? It's a legal system, or it's a system of law, We live under a system of law, right? We got God's law, which gives us the rights that we have that are inherent among all men created by God. And, so another great conversation 2 nights ago from Taylor. And then Chris Quaglin called in, and he's still trying to get this letter to Judge McFadden. Didn't happen yet. Total roadblock every time he gets close to sending that letter in there. And Nicole on Wednesday announced Ronald Maccabee was going to be going in for sentencing on Thursday. And now we know that Ronald Maccabee got sentenced to 70 months in prison. 70. All right, and then Sherry was taking a call from Brew and Q. They call themselves, Mark Brew and Chris Quaglin call themselves Brew and Q again. And they called in again that night. And they were talking about the new J6er, Jake Zirkle, who came in about, 5 nights ago or something. Didn't have any money for any commissary or anything. And so he didn't even have shoes, man. And he was wearing some pair of shoes that somebody left in the jail there. Was giving them blisters and stuff. So they were saying how appreciative Jake Zirkle was about you Patriots. They just jumped on the ball right away, got some money on his commissary. So now at least he can supplement the meager diet that they feed him there in the DC Gulag. And then all of a sudden, this big gust of wind came. Sherry's up there holding the phone on the microphone, taking Chris and Mark's phone call. And she just goes, we gotta go. We'll call you later. And hung up the phone. And lucky for that, because otherwise that canopy was going to get blown right over. So it had stopped raining. They were able to take the canopy down and finish out the night. But man, just another thing to deal with at Freedom Corner, man. Those guys are soldiers out there. Hey, Glory B, hello. I hope you're feeling better. Yeah, we're praying for you, Glory B. Glory B's been a little under the weather. We pray for Sunkist, too. She is not feeling well, and it's been a while now. So pray that Sonny can get some healing, get well again. It's no fun being down like that, where you just want to, can't get out of bed, you're feeling sick. And we're all, we are being tried in every department like that, with the illnesses, with people close to us dying. pets dying too. Marlene, you broke her leg, and so many of us. So say a prayer for all the patriots and the family, every night or every day. Because that is our power right there. We're standing by the power of God. It's a miracle we woke up. It's a miracle we broke through the matrix. It's a miracle that we know what's going on, but even though it's all still going on, and it's our job to just stand strong and wait till people wake up and continue to proclaim the truth about these demons that are in power in our government. Demons in high places. Hello, Sherry. How are you today? Good to see you in here. So that was Freedom Corner Wednesday night, and then Freedom Corner Thursday night, which was last night, was just mayhem with the people, with the bullhorns, with the sirens, with the shrieking noises, and they were relentless about just making as much noise as they possibly can. And it's at times like this that I kind of wish like those neighbors up the hill would like call and complain about this, but apparently they can live with it and they think it's normal. Because if somebody would actually complain about it, I think the police might have to look for a solution to it. Cops don't seem to mind it. I guess those cop cars are pretty soundproof, because they just sit there and let it happen. It's been going on for 78 nights as of last night, so nothing's going to change there. But these people are just, it's the definition of insanity. They're trying to stop them from meeting at Freedom Corner by interrupting all the phone calls. So while a phone call is happening or somebody's trying to speak on a microphone, they're blaring their horns and they're yelling stuff like vulgar things at our patriots out on the corner there. And it's been going on, off and on. We've been there every night for 575 nights. They show up maybe once a week, once every 2 weeks or something. And then every 4 or 5 months, they'll get more than one out there or two out there to yell vulgarities and run a siren whenever anybody's trying to speak. And Taylor was saying about how that's just, they're like bludgeoning you with noise. They have no message, but what they want to do is cut your tongue out, basically. Just like they tried to do with Trump in all the trials, man, putting gag orders on Trump so he couldn't even speak about what was going on. And it happens all the time. This is what tyrants do. This is what the enemy does. And we got to just continue to stand and act like it ain't even happening. Pray for them. I know it's hard to believe, but we actually pray for them people there. And God knows what we're doing, all we got to do is make sure we don't become wicked like that, man. All right. See, please brought 2 tanks from an auction. We are ready for the big one. All right there, man. Wisconsin, getting ready. Jason Bender. Okay. I did see the mayor. Did you see the mayor that got heckled? He was where that gal got bludgeoned by the illegal immigrant, and he got up there and did a news conference. He got interrupted, but the people interrupted him at the end of his news conference, okay? They let him get his conference out, and when he was taking questions, that's when the interruptions happened. Unlike the people at the corner that will just make as much noise as they can, so you can't even get your initial message out. So at least when we're counter-protesting somebody, we're being polite about it and let them speak, and then we speak, right? And that's what happened there. But that mayor, all he said was that they were buying more cameras for all the streets so everybody would be safe, more license plate reading machines. They were giving $20 million for the better security for the people and stuff. All that guy did was talk about money that he spent. That was his solution to say that we're spending all this money for security, but he would not accept responsibility for that migrant having a legal place to live. An illegal migrant was living in his city because of rules that he made, and that illegal migrant ended up killing somebody. So that's what if you got an apartment complex and you say, okay, only thieves can live here. We're going to say, all right, you're a thief, but if you can rehabilitate, you can live in this apartment building. And then one of them thieves steals all the stuff from the next apartment building. I mean, you're the guy to blame. You let all the thieves live in that apartment. So it's they're losing their minds, man. These judges are not connected to reality, and these mayors and these upper elite people in power due to the rigged elections. We're not electing these people. No way. That ain't happening. So yeah, it was a battle on last night at Freedom Corner there, and it was hard to hear the phone calls, but we had a great chat going on at Sherry's. The chat was ripping on Rogers and Rebecca's streams. So and then after it just got really loud, I don't think they got like more than 3 phone calls last night, maybe 4. So I think that's a good strategy right there. If they're interrupting the phone calls, just don't have as many phone calls. And they were just played more music last night, which what I thought was a good strategy possibly. I don't know if they did that on purpose or if that's just the way it panned out there. Yeah, crying in the dark. We got to figure out what the law is, right? I talked to a guy at that Amos Miller thing, and he had a piece of paper with a lot of notes on it. I'm still digesting it, but he's talking about what Mark Brew and Taylor are always talking about. The difference between legal and lawful, okay? Legal or lawful is God's law, natural law, common law, constitutional law, okay? But legal is the other one, you know? Legal is not lawful, and lawful is not legal. So the legal part is the shadow government. It's administrative legalities, like the USDA, FDA, CDC, FBI. And that's where this whole birth certificate theory comes into play here. And I don't know. We just got to look into this, and I'm interested for sure, because you're bonded. You have a birth certificate, so you are bonded by the International Monetary Fund, and that's how. I don't know. It's too confusing, but it makes sense that something's whack about the whole system, right? Yeah, the law's in favor of the Democrats. All right, everybody keeps referring me back to the Black's Law Dictionary. Yes. So one of these days, I'm going to get my hands on a Black's Law Dictionary and see what it is, man. Finally, just sit down and read the thing. Try to understand that. So, hats off to you Freedom Corner Patriots for holding down the corner last night with that garbage screaming at you from across the street. We were in the chats. We prayed for them. That's all we can do. Their blood isn't on our heads. We told them about Jesus. You know, they're trying to, in our chest, trying to get in there. And we're just saying, hey, man, you're a sinner. You need a savior, man. You're not going to be able to save yourself. There's forces of evil here that you have even no comprehension about. And you just think you're being funny over there. So good luck with that, trolls. Your blood ain't on our heads. But if we didn't tell you that, your blood would be on our heads. Okay, so we told you that. We told you so. That's all you can do, and then pray. Father, soften their minds. Father, make a seed, drop in there, and put down some roots or something. Make them realize what they look like, what they're doing. That they become wicked. They are fostering good things from happening. They are making a stench for everybody there, and they can't smell it. It's kind of like what's going on there. All right, and then I think Tucker Carlson did something about that Declaration of Military Accountability. So we got a lot of cool stuff going on right now, okay? This Declaration of Military Accountability, I just heard about it like a month ago. There's a website, you can look it up and sign it. I signed on to that, and it's a bunch of 200 people that were in the military that are saying the military, upper level of military is compromised. And they have been trying to change it from within the military forever. And they're saying, look, we've tried every legal means, and they're gonna throw themselves at it one more time. Just keep speaking the truth. And a lot of that information's coming out about the soldiers that they had to made them get vaccinated. And a lot of guys just quit the military. So Lloyd Austin, the head of the Secretary of Defense, was just getting questioned about that surgery thing where he just went missing for a week. And they're bringing up the fact that, well, you just fired all these people because they wouldn't take the jab. And where's the accountability? There's no repercussions to Lloyd Austin for just disappearing and vacating his position without telling anybody what's going on. So they, at least that got done. That got questioned. Plus we got these 200 and I think it's 220 military and ex-military soldiers and officers that are fighting the military with whatever means they have. And we got Mitch McConnell says he's going to step down. I'll believe it when I see it, but he's stepping down. McCarthy stepped down. I mean, basically, these rhinos are going down hard. Ronna McDaniel's going down. Finally, the Republican Party is starting to get, throw off the dead weight. All these people that were problems for the MAGA movement and stuff. So, just a reminder, in 2016, Mitch McConnell was the head of the Senate, and he had a Republican majority in the Senate and the House.
I like the flag.
Hey, thanks, man.
Just wanted to stop and say hi. Everything okay tonight?
Yeah, it's good for a wind read, You're coming up hole 18 here.
Yeah, no, it looks good, man. I saw it coming in. I like it.
Oh, you can see it all the way down there.
Well, coming in the driveway, yes, sir.
Oh, right on, man.
Yes,
right
sir.
On.
So, all right, man. Have a great night, okay?
Hey, thanks, man. Take care. You too. Yeah, Mitch McConnell, he had the majority in the Senate, the House, and the presidency. Trump was the president. And Trump ran on build the wall, and lock her up. And none of those things happened. And I think that had a large part due to Mitch McConnell. He just made the whole thing not work at all, man. Okay, and then I heard a statement by Ketanji, the Supreme Court justice named Ketanji, okay, says they were arguing about these bump stocks, whether or not it's legal to illegalize a bump stock or not. A couple of states have done that. And she claims that if you put a bump stock on a semi-automatic rifle, that you can fire 800 rounds a second. These are words that came out of Supreme Court Justice Ketanji Jackson's mouth. Okay? And then we got the judges that are in the courts trying the J6ers that believe that police officers were killed on January 6th. They are not in reality, patriots. These people do not belong in power. If you believe blunt facts are not facts, are lies, you're crazy, okay? So I don't know how we deal with this. They are in power. They are still judges sitting on a bench, throwing people in prison on their decisions. So, and now we got all the way up to the Supreme Court justice, 800 rounds a second, Ketanji. If I don't know where you grew up or where you get your information from, but reconsider that statement, please. You are a Supreme Court justice in the country that I live in. And a bump stock will not make a rifle fire 800 rounds a second. Just detached from reality, totally. All right, and then I got one other J6er information. I told you the other day that a J6er from here where I live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, was recently sentenced. His name was Cameron Edward Hess. But somehow he got 36 months probation. So that was pretty good news for him, I suppose. I didn't look up all the charges or whatever he had. They weren't piled on. I don't know if he took a plea deal or not either. And apparently there was some other issues why he needed to be home, but the judge had mercy on him. So he only got 36 months probation, 3 years of probation, if you can call that merciful, for walking through the Capitol on J6. And he was a young guy. He was 27 years old. So everywhere in the country, there are J6ers from where you live. We got all kinds of ways that we're trying to pick up the slack and take care of these patriots, take care of their families. There's all kinds of ways that you can jump in. We talk about them here all the time. Yeah, we got federal judges that thinks men can have a baby. Ketanji also couldn't define what a woman is when she was being qualified for that position. Never did answer that question. So I don't know, man. It truly is clown world, patriots. It truly is clown world. So that's all I got for tonight, patriots. We did a big, long live stream yesterday at that court hearing for Amos Miller. That was a lot of fun, but man, that wiped me out. And Ridgeline too. She was with me pretty much the whole time there. Good job there, Ridgeline. It was cool working with you. Also got to see Soup Mama up there. We met Shepherdess. I told you about her videos. Now if you want an update on this hearing, she's probably the one that's going to put it out soonest and in the best format. Her YouTube channel is called Shepherdess. I'm not sure what her name is, but we got to talk to her for a little bit yesterday. Met a lot of colorful characters there. It was good to just hobnob with the freedom fighters in my hometown instead of mucking through the Republican Party here. Those guys are just... I am repulsed by the Republicans in this area. There might be one or two good ones, but in general, they just dropped the whole ball here in Lancaster by declaring it's a sanctuary city. They let too many Democrats win elections, man, because they're incompetent. So that's about it for tonight. We'll keep it short, if you could call this short. Thanks for sitting through my memes there. I'm still practicing on that. I like the fact I can drag in little videos now. So I'll be able to gather up different things now. I'll be able to gather in short videos if I can figure out how to clip them out. I know how you can do that, but I just don't know how to do that yet. So Patriots, thanks for joining me again. I'll probably see you out at the Freedom Corner chats tonight. And we'll wake up and do it all again tomorrow, Patriots. God bless you all. This is Jericho, over and out.